we've been promising guests for the past week, I guess, because
Yes,
we've been
but
having
it's
some.
Ramadan. But it's Ramadan, and the month before Ramadan, all the guests are busy.
Well, actually, and it's been scientifically proven that doing podcasts make you break your fast, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay, okay, that's
Uh,
that's good. Now I have an excuse,
yeah.
you know?
If we don't post,
How,
oh,
yeah,
I'm so saying if we don't post next month, you know why.
basically. Yeah, because we're fully devout,
Yeah, devoted
whatever.
Muslims. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
By the
whatever.
way, I saw it. I
But
have to ask you already. How is
yeah.
the what's it called? Those like fake Palestinian Pepsi, like the Free Palestine Pepsis, are
Oh
they
yeah, the
better?
fruit salad, that's funny. Those.
Yeah,
Well, they
yeah,
just
yeah.
advertise them. Yeah, you
Are
can
are,
blur it when
are they good?
here's the thing. You're asking the wrong person. Because for me, I don't care.
Ah, well, yeah,
But the thing is, here's the thing is, from what I understood, these are all with the same, like the cola formula,
yeah, 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 yeah.
you know? So basically, so you still pay royalties. So the company still pays
Oh,
royalties for the
really?
formula, I think, you know?
But they concealed the formula, I
Well,
think.
that's the thing. Maybe if they stole it, they stole it. But and what I know is this, the company for this is in another country, in Iraq.
Ah,
So
okay.
maybe
But like,
maybe is Iraq a lawless cola country.
I don't know which one came first, but like, I would assume Pepsi is not paying cola for their formula. They just
Yeah, because they have like the what do you call it, PepsiCo, whatever it's called. Like their formula is I think again, or maybe they're
uh,
all the same cola formula.
I uh, I know some people they say, oh, like cola's better or Pepsi's better. For me, it's the same.
But you know what?
Uh-huh.
When it's bad, you will notice it's bad.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You know, this is like good for us is like, oh, it's good. But the bad one, you will instantly, oh wow, this is like this is piss.
I have this is a small pet peeve I have. Again, since I'm a very successful comedian and I eat shawarmas after the
No,
shows, sometimes I like to
yes.
get like cola with it. And it pisses me off when I say, "Hey, can I get a cola?" And they say, "We only have Pepsi." I'm like, "Yeah, I know you have
Uh,
Pepsi, but it's you get my point." Like,
and okay, no, for me, this is like I don't see it as a pet peeve. I see it as a you advertise this. Where's that? Where's what you advertise?
it- like for me, I don't know. It's always been kind of annoying because like I get it. Like, yeah, I fucked up. My bad. But you understood what I want. It's like the black one. Yeah, I want the black soda.
Aren't they both black?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. So like, I want the black
Uh,
soda. So
uh.
cola or Pepsi doesn't matter. Like,
Oh yes, 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 yes. Oh yeah, yeah. When they ask you, sorry, my
yeah,
mind
yeah,
went.
yeah. That's what I meant. Yeah,
When
yeah.
they ask because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people like they not only distinguish they it's like Samsung and iPhone, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's a
So then
war.
it's
Yeah.
like North Korea and South Korea. You know, they get so angry at I ordered the Pepsi. I like we both probably know like a few people who are like this.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I know anyone.
Really?
Well,
Uh,
no, I don't think. I'm saying I don't know anyone who can distinguish cola and Pepsi.
oh, I know a lot of people and wait, sorry.
I know my, here's the thing. I know
Yeah.
my dad likes this thing that he knows how to distinguish between cola and Pepsi, but in my heart, I don't believe he knows.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Uh-huh.
I think it's bullshit. Always goes, cola has more steaminess to it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Steaminess.
Yeah, yeah,
Shit.
that's his
It
argument,
tastes,
you know?
it tastes Jewish. No, no.
Yeah, well, I
But yeah, I know, and like they would tell me it's whatever, which one of them. This is sweeter than that, you know, or this has more whatever, and it's like, how can you distinguish? It's the same thing.
I think the only way you can distinguish is if you like try them back to back. Then you're like, okay, maybe like there's some difference.
Yeah. I don't know, man. But I'm trying to remember. Like I know so many times people
Uh-huh.
and like been with my friends in places. And for example, they say Pepsi and they get them a cola and they get so offended by it.
I remembered one argument my cousin had for the difference between Pepsi and Cola. I don't
Well,
remember which one he was defending, but he goes, the other one leaves this weird thingy on your teeth. This was his argument. He goes like, after you
yeah.
drink one, like I think it was Pepsi. After you drink Pepsi, there's this weird thing on your teeth. That's why Cola is better.
You know, tell them, by the way, they're both used to clean up drainage. You know this.
I never knew this.
If you have like if the drain pipe is blocked, so you use like Pepsi or Cola.
Ah, right.
So
And
like yeah,
shout out
if he
Pepsi.
was that means they leave things on your teeth anyways.
Yeah, well, I think
That's
maybe
funny, man.
that's the way should we should argue like which one is better, is which one can clean the better drains.
The yes, yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
the
Yeah, the
next,
argument should be not taste. It should be what are the u other uses for it.
yeah. It's like
You know?
cleans 99.9% of all the bacteria in your drain or whatever.
You know what's so funny about that 99.99999 thing? You know why it's there?
'Cause they can't advertise this 100%. I know that. Yeah. I always ask my grandma like why.
I want cigarettes to do that. It's like 99.99% you will not die from this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's actually a good bit for a joke actually.
You know? And you know what's something that I don't distinguish, and
Mm-hmm.
I am so not proud of this. I
Mm-hmm.
really don't know what's the difference between chicken and meat. Because for me, they're both meat.
Oh, like chicken and
Like
beef, yeah? Or the
chicken
word
and
meat.
beef. Oh, yeah, because I don't know. So in Jordan or maybe in the Arab countries,
Yeah.
we actually distinguish between like they ask us like chicken or meat.
Yeah. That's how they ask. I understood what you mean. Yeah. So
Yeah,
we,
yeah, yeah. So sorry, my brain went beef like it didn't go beef because
but I think well, I'm talking to Egypt now. It's meat only means beef
yes,
because when you have lamb, they always say lamb.
yes. Oh, that too, that too. Oh no. In Jordan, no. In Jordan, when we say meat, we have like we start trying to distinguish which one.
Yeah. That's what we do.
But
Like
chicken is never in that category.
yeah.
Uh,
Because chicken looks different. I think it's
okay,
it's
yeah,
white. You know.
okay. But here's the thing. What about human meat? Are we called humans or are we called meat for cannibals?
Mm.
No?
I we called human like well in if we're gonna translate it to Arabic it'd probably be say uh meet human because that's how we the structure would
Yes,
be.
yes. The structure of the phrasing would be.
So it would be meet human. That's what we would be called, I think.
Yeah. Like that's my thing. It's but also chicken is meat. What we eat is the meat of the chicken. You know, this is such a dumb
It's
argument.
it, it's just I think it's just how like the language evolved and how we wanted to like cut the.
Distinguish stuff.
Also, here's the thing. most con most places what's available is either beef or chicken. Those are like the most two available meats. So
Yeah.
it's calling one meat and one chicken. You already distinguish between them. Because then if let's say you have so so let's say you have only two options, yeah? You have only
Uh-huh.
two options. Either it's gonna be like chicken or meat, and you already understand that the meat is beef.
Yeah.
Trying to
You
sound
know, it's
smart here. But if you
yeah,
have more options, then you have to start adding.
yeah, but yeah, I get it. But here's the thing. You don't call it meat, you call it beef
Now here's the thing.
or lamb.
I remember now
Right?
my grandma saying meat for chicken.
Man, your grandma, hats off to her. You know what? I really, it's like your grandma should definitely have taught everybody here because when I do this argument of whether chicken is meat or not, yeah, everybody just how do you call it? Sighs and goes away from me.
Because I remember my grandma would sometimes say like, okay, we have like pasta and meat. The meat is chicken. Then she would like specify, or sometimes just chicken.
Yeah.
Uh, um,
You see, it's weird. It's for me, I don't know. I always like, here's the thing.
mm,
I was at a shop
uh-huh,
and I told them, do you have like chicken meat? And I am not joking, man. Like three guys, the guys who are like behind the meat,
uh-huh.
what do you call it? Like where they like cut it and all of that. They just looked at me as I'm like stupid, which I probably am in their standards. And they just pointed at like the refrigerator. And that's the thing. It has its own refrigerator, the chicken,
Ah, see now that
segregated.
that's a that's a good argument because now I've never but I've seen the cartoons and shit. There's always like this. Have you seen when they're shopping and there's always like this
Yeah.
meat alley? I think it's usually beef
Yes, and there's no chicken
or
there.
not like beef, other like red meats.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, and also when you say turkey meat.
Really?
I'm probably making this up. I'm not sure
What
to be
about
honest.
duck? Duck.
Oh, yes, yes, that's it.
This is the
Duck
most
meat.
duck meat.
Yeah, but they don't say chicken meat.
Wait, la. Oh yeah, yeah, we say.
Yeah, like it's such, and also on the meat aisle, you will not find chicken. Chicken has their own place, in the back of the bus, in the back of the meat shop.
Poultry, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Also, poultry, you know what that word means? Kind of
Chickens.
like not useless. Yeah, like useless or like you're degrading something,
Hmm.
the importance of something. That issue
Poultry.
is poultry.
Poultry is the new N-word, apparently. Oops.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God save the chicken.
Wow,
Uh, my
man. That's
my my cat is giga pregnant, as my
it's
friend said.
oh really? They're
Yeah.
pregnant. Congrats. Hopefully it's a boy because
A boy.
girls get buried alive. Uh,
In
girls?
cat terms, in cat terms,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
was like 2,000 years ago. That's
Well,
what cats
it
used to
well
do.
now, but like cats are so cats are
Well,
older than us, yeah? No, they're younger.
you mean like in their terms, like
Yeah,
cat years, or
yeah,
like
cat
in
years.
general?
Yeah, cat years.
So, for example, if one cat year is 5 human years, or do you mean like they've existed
No, no, no. I
millions
mean
of years
like
ago?
one cat year is 5 human years.
I think so.
Oh
Yeah,
no, that
because they live
means
like till 18.
yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
18 is not that common, yeah, for
Oh
cats.
no, for cats, no. For
No.
cats, no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like my previous cat uh, perished much earlier. Yeah, by car accident.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, because here in Jordan, like cats are free. They're like, don't put me in home. Get
Mm-mm.
me get me out. So they don't care. And she's been meowing so much. The before the pregnancy.
The cat.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Why?
She's been like, well, because she wants to find a place where probably like she wants to give birth.
Ah.
Yeah, and she didn't find it. So I'm kind of like setting a place for her here,
Mm.
probably. The thing is that right now Jordan is getting colder and colder.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna be minus. It's gonna be -2 today.
Oh, oh shit, negatives. Because it was the
Yes.
same thing in Russia. Like at like the beginning of January, it got warmer.
Yeah.
The thing is, I was it was so warm that when I was in my winter jacket, I would sweat so much. I'm like, fuck, man. Like
I've never had that problem in Russia.
sweating from wind.
From like the cold sweat. The winter jacket sweat. Like the first, sorry for the screen like
Oh,
jumping up and down
it's fine.
because she took my chair and I can't put the laptop somewhere else.
Ah,
Um, what do you call? Yeah, because the first time when I came to Russia, I remembered like I sweat like holy, I was sweat like wow, and And then my cousin told me, no, just get a jacket and just one, how do you call it? Whatever it is,
A
and that's it.
hoodie.
Yeah, a hoodie, like shirt, whatever. Just get a good jacket and that's it.
Mm,
And since then, like even here, my mom, my friends, they all freak out when I like take off my jacket and there's only like one thing. Like,
mm.
what? You're not freezing? They're like, no, man. I'm just like, you just wear one and it's all on the jacket.
Like
But no.
but I remember like the day I was like, okay, stop wearing the winter jacket. I'm gonna get out my coat, like for my spring slash autumn coat.
Uh-huh.
It started snowing. I'm like, fuck. It was like perfect timing, man. It's just like,
Man, the best thing about my whole like this routine of wearing only one. تعالي, come here, come,
mm-hmm,
come. The best thing about it is I only have like one set of clothes. Like
mm-hmm.
I know I hear people say I'm gonna get out my winter jacket, my summer clothes or my whatever clothes. I don't have all of that.
Oh no, I don't as well. Like
Yeah.
it's like
I don't know.
for me, it's spring and autumn is just a hoodie. Well, depending on
Yeah,
where, like a t-shirt, a hoodie, a coat, maybe
yeah,
not, depending on how cold it is.
yeah.
Winter, it's instead of the coat, it's a jacket. Summer, if it's really hot, then just take off the hoodie and like
Uh,
that's it usually.
and I don't wear t-shirt like what do you call them? The t-shirts.
Ah,
Uh,
you don't?
yeah, because I'm very self-conscious about how thin I am. It pisses me off.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just pisses me off. That's all. So I don't wear. So I always have how do you call it? Like sleeve with
Sleeve,
sleeves, anything
yeah.
with sleeves. So that's it. That's all my clothes. A jacket and this, and I'm good. Which made people tell me, "You don't have ambition." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Mm,
But, yeah, yeah, yeah. They judge
weird.
me based on how I'm dressed, which I understand. Russians. Have you ever met? Have you ever seen that? Like you being judged by your clothes on stage?
Not on stage.
Except the time when I told you, why are you here in a pajama?
Yeah, yeah, no. I don't think I was ever told that. I was on like while I was on stage, I was told that on a date one time.
Ah,
She was like,
what were you told?
she goes, there's a girl goes, who goes to a date in a hoodie? And I'm like, wait, what?
Is this a date?
I'm like, it was like so weird. I'm like, I thought a hoodie is like a normal date item.
Well,
Wait,
it depends on the what the hoodie was. Shush, shush, shush.
that was just a normal hoodie, like just, I think it was even plain or something. I don't know. Maybe it had like
Yeah.
some writing on it, but like nothing, nothing that said like I like Pete Diddy or something like nothing weird, you know?
Ah.
It's nothing out of the ordinary. Just normally she goes, "Who comes to a date on with a hoodie?" And I'm like, "What should I wear? This all I have in my closet." So obviously never got on the second date because I still.
Listen,
Uh-huh.
give
Yeah, no problem. Okay.
sorry for that. We're back.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
uh, anyways, yeah.
So yeah. So your date was telling you like, you come here in a hoodie.
Like, yeah, who comes on a date? Who goes on a date in a hoodie
Yeah.
and never got on a second date with her? 'Cause
What was she wearing? Oops.
I don't know how to describe it. It's like a knitted sweater, like a cardigan, kinda.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
But it was kinda looser, kinda revealing.
Okay.
So yeah.
Oh, so she was expecting something from you.
Maybe, I don't know, man. I don't know, but
Uh-huh. Oh man. Yeah, yeah, that the why are you dressed like this? How do you call it? Conversation a lot came up with me on dates,
mm.
but I like there's like if you don't like it, here's the door.
Oh
You know?
shit, wow.
Yeah. Like it because it was also how it was told.
Oh,
Like this is
okay.
something I react to a lot, you know? It's how a
Okay.
person like this, like if they were playful, I would be playful. If they were like being bitchy
Me?
about it, I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like, yeah, I don't need I don't need your bitching. Yeah,
I got you.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. Oh man, but what about? Do you think? maybe we talked to this about this before.
Hmm.
How well you're dressed, like because I remember there was when I was first starting comedy, there was a guy who told me that you should get on stage in a lab coat. Yeah, he goes like because you're an Arab, so you should go against the how do you call it? The stereotype of
Mm-hmm.
what you are, what you talk about. You know,
Yeah, yeah. So you're asking like, does the way you dress affect you, or
does the way you dress affect your personality slash material on stage?
depends what you talk about, I think. I don't think
Yeah.
it's necessary. I mean,
Mhm.
if there's something specific you talk about, then yeah, dressing to match this personality, then yeah. Personally, my for me, it's the always been like my personality is on stage is somewhat kind of me. So it's,
Uh-huh.
for me, it's just been like just the way I am because like I never
Yeah.
even thought about it. Like I
Mm.
know for you, you always told me the story, which is like you have a joke about looking like Steve Jobs on meth, or
Yeah. Yeah.
and
And how the what I'm dressed, it really
for
affects
yeah,
it.
you always tell me like when I wear a turtleneck, it
A black kind of like turtleneck.
yeah,
It
it
the joke is just hits
works
much harder.
harder. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I don't think it's necessary to think about it at all.
You know, sometimes how I think about because sometimes how I think about it is that um, well, it also depends on the place.
Mm.
Like I'll give you an example. Like there's sometimes when I see performers who come to stage in
Uh-huh.
a suit, you know, in a
Yeah.
suit. This is like newer performers, yeah. And
Yeah.
in the bars, they're like fully dressed. Like it looks like it took them like 3 hours to get dressed,
Sorry.
you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It took them like 3 hours to get dressed so that they get here, perform for 5 minutes and leave, you know? Or like it takes like the same amount from where they live to where to perform. And I always thought it's like this so how do you call it? It reflects how insecure they are.
I don't know. Like for me, the suit is not always a bad thing. I think a suit you start wearing it when you get your own, like when you start headlining shows, maybe
Uh-huh.
if that's what you really want.
Uh-huh.
Because like obviously I don't know a lot about him, but like Jerry Seinfeld always wears suits and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure on open mics, it's not necessarily a suit. He doesn't really wear suits. He can wear relaxed or whatever.
Ah, yeah, maybe to reflect. But what I'm talking about is it's like, for example, Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler, I don't think I ever seen him in a suit.
Yeah,
You know?
but also Jimmy Carr. Let's say Jimmy Carr. I think
Yeah,
Jimmy Carr. Again, I think here's my idea with Jimmy Carr because I was talking to one comedian and he goes, I read this book and I think it's a good uh idea, but I don't think it's necessarily true for everyone. But he goes, I read this book and it says the way you find your comedic personality is you try to be something and you
yeah,
act the opposite of it. So and like the example was given like Bill Burr is trying to be like this logical guy and
yeah,
but he's always yelling at you and nobody's gonna trust the logical guy who's yelling.
uh-huh,
And my idea with Jimmy Carr is he looks like this gentleman, but he talks about this fucked up shit. And
yeah,
I think with Jimmy Carr, the suit adds to his personality.
yeah.
Again, it's
Plus, Jimmy
a
Carr used to work in oil, in I think oil company. He used to be
oh,
an accountant. You know?
I believe
Yeah,
that.
yeah, 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 yeah. No, well, yeah, that's the thing. But for example, in Bill Burr's, can you hear the cat or no?
As I was hearing something, I didn't know what it
Yeah,
was.
yeah, yeah. I just need to change where I am.
No,
Think about?
Jimmy Carr being an accountant.
Yeah, and how you're dressed
Yeah.
affects the people's perception of you.
Again, yeah, for
You
me
know?
it's just like depends on the comedian as well, to me, to be honest,
Yeah,
like
yeah, like like I remember, like for me, when I was again when I was seeing like people in suits performing, only thing I could think of in open mics now I'm talking about is like how insecure are you? Like they're trying to project insecurity instead of their jokes, and this like leads me to the thing is does the way you're dressed become like a crutch? A crutch, a crutch. Yes. Does that become like, for example, the Steve Jobs joke? Yeah.
Yeah.
Will that joke work if I'm not wearing a turtleneck?
I know it works for you.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Unless, okay, well, I guess unless all you talk about is you being a suits guy. I don't know what,
Ah,
to be honest, I don't know what you can talk about
yeah.
for your uh, jokes to be affected by the way you dress
Like,
or whatever.
there's a comedian. I forgot his name. He's a British comedian. His hair is like, how do you call it? It's just like
Funky.
wacky.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. And from what he said, he was like, because he's one-liner comedian. He talks about like very uh, just random things, like
Hmm.
literally random. He's a clean comedian, random. He talks random things and random one-liners. Yeah.
Hmm.
So one joke could be about television, the other joke could be about ceramics.
Hmm.
Yeah. And the thing that he said is that for him, his jokes started working properly when there was once like getting bigger laughs. Yeah.
Hmm.
Once he was supposed to get on stage in like a big event, and he had to get on stage in like he didn't do anything with his hair,
Uh-huh.
and oh, not a big event, whatever. And when he got on stage, the people started laughing already
Hmm.
on him. And then when he started talking about the absurd stuff, when he started doing the absurd jokes, they were laughing even harder.
Harder, yeah, yeah,
And then he tried the same thing, the same like clothes, everything. This is why like he always gets out in a Hawaiian shirt and his hair is funky,
yeah. Mm-mm.
you know? Like I saw, then that's when you think, oh, it really affects how an audience sees you.
But also his jokes have to be good for them to
Oh,
laugh. So
definitely.
I don't think if you're starting comedy, don't even think about it. Doesn't matter yet. Just
Yeah,
for me, it's work on the jokes first, and then eventually
true.
dressing the stuff. You can find your.
And one thing that a Russian comedian once, not a Russian comedian, sorry, a Russian audience member
Mm.
once told me. He was like, the first thing we notice about you, and
Mm-hmm.
this guy, like, he worked in like public relations, and HR and all that stuff. He
Mm-hmm.
told me that the first thing we I noticed about every comedian that performs, this was like 7 years ago. Like
Mm-hmm.
you guys all have dirty shoes. And I was just like, why are you looking at our shoes? Why is that the first thing you look at? Like, what do you have? Like a shoes fetish? What's up with that?
Okay.
But also, it also comes to, as you said, like how your jokes and how the people you're performing in front of see you. Like we know that Russians, they love the outlook of a person,
Mm-hmm.
like how they look on the outside. This is
Yeah,
the
yeah,
first thing that appeals to them,
yeah, yeah,
you know. Uh, and uh, and maybe that's the first thing that they see, you know.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is why, like when you came in the pajamas, what was it pajamas? What are you?
Yeah,
Yes.
they're
I
called
was like,
sweatpants, but yeah.
yes. I was like, they're called pajamas. And sweatpants. You sleep in them.
No. Well, now I
Oh
do
my
because I ripped them, but yeah.
God.
Now that they became pajamas, you just called it before it happened.
Uh, hey, I'm the pajama foreseer. I don't know.
Yeah, apparently.
Farseer. So, so yeah. So because the audience would, that's the first thing they would look at, and then like this is how they will accept you,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And it pisses me off to be honest, because of like no, like this is not the thing that should be looked at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But on the other hand, if you look at it in a different way, is that it acts as a distraction. This is why, like, don't wear shorts on stage. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yes. I
no
feel like
shorts
you're
flying
you,
at
you're
you.
attacking me this episode for some
Yeah,
reason.
there is a book. There's a book called
I
No
know,
Sh
I know the
Right?
book. I know the book. But
So,
yeah.
that it's the thing that they will look at.
Yeah.
They will be distracted by legs, hairy legs slash non-hairy legs.
Mm-hmm.
And on the more of it, what I think is you can wear whatever the fuck you want on stage as long as you address it. If it's a bit wacky,
Yeah.
not wacky, like let's say out of the norms, you know?
Yeah, probably. I think so. I think yeah, if there's something wrong with you, address it.
Yeah,
That's I agree with. Yeah, this is what I agree with.
yeah. And it's so annoying, man. Like right now, I'm doing video editing, even video editing for comedians.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I it's so like when you have like for example a big comedian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And when you're editing his videos or whoever's videos, yeah. Even my videos are so annoying when I try to edit because
Mm-hmm.
I'm like thin, so there's so much space in the screen.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I walk a lot, so that's like it just becomes like the camera just moves too
Mm.
much.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but big comedians, it's so because when I like do a close up, it just looks like an egg. That's not,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah, yeah,
There are two comedians I was editing for,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I don't want to. And the footage they sent me is one of them is like like a close up and a
Far
far
shot.
shot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want the close up. The close up really looks bad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like really, like even you will tell me that it looks bad, and it's so annoying now when I'm doing those editing things.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes also you have to edit through the non funniness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
especially
by the
yeah.
way, I have a new theory.
Oh,
So my last theory, if you guys don't remember, it was every time I get my face on the poster or my name
yeah.
on the poster, nobody shows up.
Nobody shows up.
My new theory is this. Every time I video record my sets, I bomb.
You boss.
Yeah. I bombed like
Yeah.
2 days ago or something like that. Horribly.
Yeah.
Horribly. Oof. Oof.
Well, like new jokes completely or what?
I had one joke, my opener, which used to, which is not really an opener, but it's the joke the least offensive joke to to
In my
start with, and I opened with it, bombed like nothing, like okay, fuck, and then near the end I had like some super fucked up joke that I stuck with,
yeah.
and one girl was like kind of holding her laughter, and that's the best I got. One girl holding her laughter.
But how
Yeah.
was the whole night?
I came late, so I came. It was a struggle.
So what was your number of comedians? Like you
I was last. I was around 10th or ninth.
so it was and the one who was performing before you, what was there like? So you came like 10th. So there were like two people before you, three
No,
people,
like there's like yeah, around maybe four people before me or something like that. Yeah,
and you
yeah,
noticed that it was a struggle.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know it's, but also if I was a great
But that
comedian,
should make you like want like I think I told you like maybe once is that I really like it when comedians before me like not
bomb.
do well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because then it's on you to get the audience back.
For me, I like the thing I liked, even though I bombed. I really liked the joke I had about like the joke that made the girl not wanna laugh.
Uh-huh.
Because at least I know, okay, there's something there. Like, like I just need to push harder, yeah, but that's it.
Yeah, and you pushed harder. What came out?
Uh, Nothing really came out of the girl, but I, But I could see like she was holding her laughter, which is I kind of liked, you know. I don't like when they're too warm.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I hate the too warm audience because then it's like I've seen
Well,
people go like, "Oh, I killed," and I'm like, "Mm-mm."
you're looking at other people. I
No,
understand
no.
this.
Well, for me, for because
For
now
you.
now I know that, like, okay, hey, back then, if that happened to me like a couple years ago, I would have said, like, the fucking killer.
Yeah,
I remember. I think I told the story a billion times, but I kill at with a really warm audience, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm ready for my paid first paid gig.
yeah.
I get my first paid gig, I bombed so hard. I'm like, fucking
No,
hell.
but like I because I remember I had that same feeling like, oh, it was a warm audience. You only killed on a warm audience. There was like, why am I looking at other people? Like, who gives a shit about them? You know, like you will listen, man. You're doing the open mic, especially in Russia, yeah,
Hmm.
or maybe everywhere, and you will always get the people who, hey, I am a comedy genius.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I think for a warm audience is try everything with a warm audience. Like
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah,
stuff you think it's too retarded to try.
yes,
Sorry
yes,
for this
yes,
word.
yes, 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 yes,
Try it. I think that's the best time.
yes. Yeah, like this is something. Well, it's a both ways thing. So on a warm audience, on a warm audience. uh, what you can do is just go with new material. Oh no, sorry, go with a story.
Mm.
Go with the story and see where they laugh. And the
Hmm.
moment they like the points they laugh at, these are like these are how do you call them?
Angles for punchlines or
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
like there are jokes there, punchlines that can be used there. On a dead audience, it's like you can also do the story and see where they like laugh and know that oh, this will kill.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, same as going first.
With a dead audience, it's good because you know if they laugh, that means the joke is good at least. Like
Yes,
if you
yes.
can, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And one other thing, like I remember when I was like performing, and we got like a few comedians who wouldn't do well. I knew that my first joke should be away from everything they talked about,
Mm.
you know, just kind of like a new thing
Mm.
or do something new because like it was always the comedian gets on stage, hello, comedian gets on stage, hello, comedian gets on stage, hello. It's like what the fuck, man. Yeah, even you as an audience member, you will not like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh, what? Oh man, that's the most fun. I'm sad that you bombed. By the way, I was expecting you to kill in front of a
Where?
dead audience.
Ah,
In
really?
front of a dead audience to like get them back. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. The thing is, for me, there's stuff I wanted to try,
Yeah,
so I was like, I'm gonna put that before. But yeah, maybe you're right. The thing is,
not like
I
not
have.
kill with your best
Ah,
jokes. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, then yeah, this I can do with a dead audience. Like I have
You know?
my good shit that would work,
Yeah.
but.
Like I'll tell you
Hmm.
something. Sorry for interrupting. I
Hmm.
remember how this came to my head once. I was watching George Carlin, and he
Hmm.
gets on stage and he talks like his first word or two words were about abortion. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. And then I was watching another comedian who was talking about George Carlin and how George Carlin gets on stage and he starts mid sentence
Hmm.
or mid joke, mid joke.
Yeah, 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 midget.
You
Uh-huh.
know, uh, and then I watched this comedian do the same thing.
Hmm.
You know, and I was so jealous. I was
Hmm.
like, I'm going to do because he said one of the most fun things you can do. And I know because like I'm kind of energetic, hyper, whatever,
Hmm.
and you're kind of like a bit of low energy. If I still will remember
Yeah,
that.
yeah, no, nothing changed.
Yeah, nothing changed. Alhamdulillah. So now we get demonetized. Oh, he said Alhamdulillah. It has an
Uh,
H in it. Uh, yeah, and so. And I remember because I got on stage. It was we were performing, and I was so pissed off. Like I was like host wasn't doing his job. Second, third, well, first, second, third, fourth, well, comedians were not doing a good job, and they're all doing like kind of like the same observational shit.
Mm-hmm. That's in
Uh,
Russia.
yeah, this was in Russia. Like as in observation, sorry, observational as in like this, like it was the same observations, the Tinder observations, the
Ah.
cold observations.
Okay, okay,
You
gotcha.
would get laugh, but it's not like guys, like tell me more
Unique. Yeah,
about
yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
Yeah,
Huh?
and I remember I get on stage and I was like, I was pissed off, and I just quickly say something about the. There's a guy in the metro who was looking at my phone, and
Mm-hmm.
I do the joke about it,
Mm-hmm.
which is like in Russian, smiley bomb. I forgot what that joke
The
was
emoji.
in English.
Bomb
Bomb
emoji.
emoji. Bomb, because now I'm rewriting my 15 minutes in Russian.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully, like in the next month or two, I'll go perform in Russian somewhere.
Oh,
So
shit, cool.
yeah, so I just do that joke. It gets a laugh. I do the tag. It gets it gets another laugh, and then I say to the audience, "How's everybody doing?"
Mm.
Man, how the whole room just burst of cheers. I was
That's
like,
smart. Fucking hell.
man, it's so much fun to do. It's so like I always had a challenge with Kirill Voronin
Mm-hmm.
is that to get on stage and start mid sentence. I
Mm-mm-mm.
told him, don't start with the don't start. I don't just start something like, and she told me I look like this, yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
see if that works. Or maybe
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
challenge we had, but I failed miserably. Is
Mm-hmm.
start with the punchline with my friend.
Mm.
Just start with the punchline and then go backwards.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember you told me it sounds difficult to be honest.
It
Yeah.
is very difficult. But then again, like I just want to perform like more because now in Jordan we're kind of like performing once, hopefully twice a week. That will happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have the space to do that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to to experiment like I used to.
Well, you said you're planning hopefully like to perform in
Yeah,
Russia real soon. Are you
yeah,
going somewhere?
yeah. Like
Oh.
I'm finishing my things and everything, and there's first I have work in another country. I'm gonna go there,
Mm-hmm.
and then there I'll be performing, and soon me and hopefully a friend. Well, we'll see. Depends on how not busy he is.
Okay, got you
Yeah.
right. I
Yeah, we'll
understand.
go like perform. So I'm like now rewriting my Russian set. Man, I am so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now I'm trying to write new,
Mm-mm-mm.
but I'm mixing old with new and making it better.
Yeah, 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 I
So
understand.
we'll see. So yeah, so like if you can try this, it is so much because I envy you so much that you have the chance to experiment as much as you want.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
one thing that I did, this is also like I all I'm saying is just I got this from like more experienced comedians,
Mm-hmm.
and I just applied it to it. One comedian, for example, what he said is do a month,
Mm-hmm. Like
like
what?
1 month,
Uh-huh.
1 month of, for example, you're energetic, try deadpan, but you have to do it for 1 month,
Ah. Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
because like you know this, if you try it one day, maybe 1 week, you will not get you have to do it for more, and then you get, and
I
then
have
you might get a result.
well
Yeah.
for right now I have kind of a goal in my head because I was actually pointed to me out by an audience member which goes, you'd never look people in the eyes.
Ah,
Now that's what I do. Apparently, like I tried either do the forehead
yeah,
or
yeah.
try the tits. This has been working.
There is a method.
I created it. What do you call it? Trademark. Trademark it. Yeah.
You trademark it, the tits
Yeah.
method.
Tits method.
Yeah. Fuck all those years of how they call it, theater and all that, and all
No.
what people teach in theater. Tits method, man.
Yeah.
What's the tits method?
I just stare at the fat guy's tits.
Whoa,
Yeah.
nice. Do you like both of them at the same time, or like?
Oh no, you just one eye. left, one eye right.
Maybe that's why people are not laughing. You look like you have your cross-eyed.
Like a Geico, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Did you just call it Geico?
yeah.
I know it,
Gecko. Oh shit.
Gecko.
Geico is the insurance company. Sure, shit. But they have this lizard, Gec
Uh,
Gecko lizard as their mascot. So
uh,
yeah, it made sense
oh,
at
that's
least.
funny. Oh, you made me tear up, man.
I recently like I was at the bank. I had to like basically help my dad out with some stuff, and I went to the bank, and this girl goes, uh, "Oh, like you were there like yesterday. Who was the person who helped you?" She goes, I don't know." And then she goes, "Woman," and I'm like, I thought she was asking what was the woman's name, and I go, "I don't know." And then she goes, "I'm asking you a man or a woman," and then she starts laughing, and she goes, "You made my day," and I'm like, "Okay."
Hey, so
And
did you take her number?
no, but it was on a Saturday, the same day I bombed, so I blame her.
Ah, so there has to be equilibrium in the world.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the same thing happened to me the two times I bombed for the TV projects.
Yeah.
Before going on stage, I made the door guy or door lady laugh, and then I just bombed. I'm like, oh, great.
It's the gambling karma.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You just roll the high dice on what do you call it? On $5 and you lost the 50.
yeah. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Oh man. Do you believe in that stuff? This thing with comedy, let's say. Like because it's funny. We going back to your theory, yeah?
uh-huh.
Which is when you record, you bomb. When you invite your friends, you bomb. Yeah.
For me,
When actors are gone, you do amazing.
no, no.
Yeah.
For me, I believe that uh, the friends for me, I would probably bomb
Uh-huh.
because in my head, I'll be thinking, I don't want to bomb,
Yeah,
and that would
because
make
you're
me
there.
nervous. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I at the beginning I was like, "Ugh, you get free tickets, you get free tickets, motherfucker," and like the show is free anyways. So it's like,
That's
but
how you lost your friends. Yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
Now people always tell me like text me like, "Hey man, we wanna come through to your shows." I'm like, nah, I don't know when is the next show. Even though I know, but I'm like, fuck you, no, 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 it's expensive, and I'm like, so yeah,
Yeah, it's 56 rubles metro card. I get it.
yeah, yeah, oh yeah, no, I have some cheap friends, man.
Yeah, I
I have
get it.
one friend who goes 56. That's like one beer, motherfucker. Fuck you.
Well, this guy is more economical. I wouldn't say he's cheap
Yeah,
because he knows where he directs the money.
yeah, money.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Like
like
what,
for
50 rubles with Omar or 50 rubles with a bottle?
yeah. And you can sit
Yeah.
on the bottle, you can't sit on Omar.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, so for me, Friends is a
Yeah.
no-go. Uh,
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons I don't do like the bringer shows where you like bring your
hmm
friends to perform. I hate the concept with all of my heart.
the only thing with me for bringer shows is the one if I'm the one who's being brought and I tell them you have to buy me something
Mm-hmm.
and then I pay more, but yeah.
Okay.
And the second thing is that if I want to bring someone, I
Mm-hmm.
always like check who's on the roster and who's like who I know
Mm-hmm.
like they're interesting, let's say. Like they're different than every other comedian,
Mm-hmm.
And it usually like doesn't work because that person is doing new stuff and the new stuff is so raw that it looks generic,
Mm-hmm.
you know, until like after a month or two, it's like really good material, but it
Yeah, yeah.
starts being very one dimension. Yeah. No, but also when you're in front of a camera, wow, that was very loud.
Yeah.
When you're in front of a camera, you is it like the camera your friend? You're trying to impress the
No,
camera?
no, no. For me, I don't even like in my head. I don't even think that there's a
Ah,
camera
think
film.
about it.
Yeah, like for me,
Yeah.
it's just like the draw of luck. Like I recorded very bad sets. Like it's just
Uh,
because I remember one time I was like I didn't have time to set up my phone properly, so I was like, okay,
yeah,
I'll audio record it, and I killed. And I'm like, okay, that's good. I
yeah,
did good. Like the beginning, and then I was like, okay, I wanna video record it. Like it was mostly
yeah,
same jokes.
yeah.
Just
But
the middle was a bit changed. Like I tried.
when you're listening slash video, like watching your video, what do you look for?
Ma Basically, I know where the punchline that I wrote, like I know like they should laugh at the word
Yeah,
bimbo or
yeah,
whatever, yeah. And then I got a laugh. Then yeah, it didn't. Then I'm like, okay, why?
uh-huh,
Also, they have to like know. Well, again, it depends on first time me trying this joke or multiple times. Like if I know bimbo gets a laugh, and this time it did, I'm like, okay, why?
this is audio. Yeah,
Audio, yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah,
Well,
okay.
I've been rec listening to audio for most like I've only recently started recording video.
Mm,
So yeah, but yeah, just try to find why it didn't get a laugh.
mm,
If it gets a laugh, if the premise gets a laugh, I'm like, okay, why?
uh,
And then I see like it just yeah, it depends. It's different. Like just, for me, it's just basically where did the laugh happen, and did I expect the laugh to happen or not?
yeah,
And then just deduct why or yeah,
okay.
basically yeah.
What do you think the reasons this? Like you say, why? Like for example, when a joke doesn't work. Well, this is an example. Why? What are you looking for of in the why? You know?
How he delivered it usually is like why.
Mm.
Also, one idea I heard from a comedian. I don't know if you can call him that or just a performer or whatever you want to call
Uh,
him. He goes, I have one joke, and based on how high the laughter is, I can
yeah.
understand. Uh, I can basically judge the other jokes because
Okay.
he knows this joke always kills. So if he gets like a big laugh, and then another joke gets a small laugh, he knows,
Hmm.
okay, no, like that I did something wrong with this joke
Okay.
because it should get this amount of like let's say
Yeah.
numbers like it should get a 10 out of 10 from laughter, but it got like a
Yeah.
2. So it's like
Yeah.
but if his uh benchmark joke gets like a 2 out of laughter and the other second joke gets a 1, he goes, okay, well, the problem is that the audience or something wrong with the audience. I don't know what is, but like
Yeah. I get it.
not
So for him, like one joke, that's the how
benchmark.
do you call it? The benchmark.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. And then like, oh, if this joke gets a 10, that's it. This audience is now like the one that I'm testing the other jokes on.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's a very good idea, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Holy shit, that's a very good idea. No, for me, I always listen to my voice and where I get off,
Mm.
you know,
Do
I
you
was like, and cut like the words.
do you hate
Yeah,
your do you because I know the way you perform is you go on a lot of tangents. Are you
yeah.
now okay with it or do you hate it? And you're like, why the
Oh,
fuck did I
it's
do this?
it's I always ask myself, why the fuck did I do this?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not that I hate it. It's I now I learned to really like it
Mm-hmm.
because it is part of who I am. The my problem with it, sorry, is that uh, so when I get off on a tangent, I don't remember what I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And if I do it once and then I say, "What was I talking about?" It's funny, people laugh. But if I do it two, three, four times, it stops being funny.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So now what I'm training myself, and this is funny because for me, because now I'm also training myself on improv
Mm-hmm.
by myself. It's so freaky for other people now. It
You
is so
improvise with
funny.
yourself alone, yeah?
Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes. When
okay.
I'm like walking, shopping, whatever, it
Mm-hmm.
is so freaky for people around me that
Mm-hmm.
it's becoming very funny for me. I start doing sounds. I start like I was actually today I was training So there's an improv game called Gibberish Translator.
Mm-hmm.
So you're talking gibberish, and there's a translator next to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the thing is that today I was doing it while like
Both.
kind of. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
by
okay.
myself. Like yeah, yeah, yeah. I was doing it like kind of at work, you could say.
Shit.
And man, like people just like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, so like I was doing the gibberish and then translating. And the thing is that I'm also animated, so I was literally talking to myself and while like pointing at things.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
So, yeah, 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 yeah. It's so much fun. It's so much fun, man. No, of
Okay.
course, not for people, like when you're
Yeah.
training them. And there is one game, for example, which it's not a game, it's an exercise. Uh Association exercise, like when you
Mm-hmm.
say words and you associate. There are people I'm working with, and they're now playing it,
Mm-hmm.
like every day in the morning. They're now playing it. So funny. But yeah, so the one thing I hate, what I'm trying to train myself on, is when I get off on a tangent, I go back properly, you
Mm-hmm.
know, because I don't ask the audience.
Mm-hmm.
I might like I give myself pass once, like if I do it once, I get a laugh at it, great. Then I stop. Like no,
Mm-hmm.
if I get off a tangent, I go back
Mm-hmm.
properly, you know. And the last one, which I was training on a set, on a 10-minute bit, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
while walking and talking, is that I found myself I get off in a tangent while I'm training.
Mm.
For people who are listening, however many are you, in Jordan, we don't have that many open mics, so this is how I literally have to write.
Mm. Damn.
You know? Like my latest bit, which I really like,
Mm-hmm.
it's about fat. It's about how I want to be fat,
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
because nobody asks a fat person to go check the attic.
Mm.
Yeah,
That's
you know. And then I talk about how they ask me, I go check, la la la, and all of that stuff.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then it goes more about like why I want to be bulkier.
Mm-hmm.
Because whatever. It is, and I'm doing this alone, just walking and talking to myself, and I have like my phone on video record,
Mm-hmm.
like always just turned on, and I just talk inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Yeah, because we can't like basically we can't like we don't have that much to perform. We don't have much to test. Jokes in English here.
Yeah, well, for me it's always been like the idea is if you don't have a lot of open mics, just write more and edit
Yes. Yes. Yes.
yourself.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Just
Yes. Yes.
yeah,
True.
go back. The thing that's
Yeah.
obviously it's not
Yeah.
the ideal thing, but
Of
you
course.
don't have a lot of options. Like I.
Yeah. And the one thing is how I write
Mm-hmm.
is I write when I talk and walk.
Yeah, yeah,
And this is why it gets freaky
yeah.
for
Mm-hmm.
other people, which is
Mm-hmm.
funny. Yeah, but yeah, and also while like now because I'm also re-editing my old videos
Mm-hmm.
and checking them out, all of this, so I'm literally listening to everything,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, oh, this is a good one. It should remove this, but yeah, but going back to your question, I hate it, and I'm not a, and I learned how to like it,
Okay.
and how to like cut it a bit too short because it's sometimes it gets too much and it gets silence.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, the audience actually interact with me.
Yeah.
Like how many times I did it, which is Omar, you cannot believe how many times I did it. It's so much,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Yeah, yeah, it is. Oh, I was like real going back to videos from 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, they interact and they start shouting. And the funny part is
Mm-hmm.
they all shout different things.
Mm-hmm.
I have noticed this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Literally. So if I have a joke that talks about dictators, they literally say dictator, Steve Jobs, Arab. They
Mm-hmm.
don't go for what the joke is. They
Yeah,
just say the
yeah,
words that they heard.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So now I'm kind of like, oh, maybe I can like get off like on
Mm.
another like branch out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to have fun with it. Yeah, yeah,
Anyways, I think we have to
yeah,
wrap
man.
up because this
Okay.
episode needs to be uploaded today. So thank you everyone for listening. If you listened,
Happy Ramadan, everyone. Enjoy
happy
your Ramadan and
Ramadan.
fasting.
Enjoy
If you
it.
don't fast, fast. It's good for your body. It's like, what is it? Um, it's like you did a blood transfusion 6 months. You know,
Uh,
uh,
I
it's
want to
good
be
for.
a non-doctor telling you this. It's obviously true, basically. What else? Yeah, like, subscribe, everything in the description, like always.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.